Very good morning, my dear friends. Today, you're most welcome to understand the complexities of blood and lymph in the very simpler way with me, that is BK Pandey. Today, actually, we are in continuation to study the different types of the animal tissue. Previously, we studied that there are four types of animal tissues: epithelium tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nerve tissue. So in connective tissue, we have studied 8 different types of connective tissues. That is areolar, adipose, tendon, ligament, blood, lymph, bone, and cartilage. So one by one, I am trying to elaborate the differences and the similarities between blood and lymph for today. Previously, I discussed many topics, so you can get all those videos in the links or in my channel. Blood and lymph basically belongs to the vascular type of connective tissue. Beta, connective tissue is classified into 3 groups. One is proper connective tissue, other is vascular connective tissue, and other is skeletal connective tissue. 3 groups. In proper, we are classifying areolar, adipose, tendon, and ligament. Whereas in vascular, we are classifying blood and lymph. Why these two are called vascular? What are the similarities and what are the differences we are going to study? Let's continuously focus towards the point. First, we have to discuss the similarities. Both blood and lymph are fluid connective tissue. By fluid connective tissue, it gives you some information that it is fluid. Fluid, that means we studied that in connective tissues, the matrix may be gel with high density, may be gel with less density, may be liquid, and may be solid. Okay. The gel type of matrix can be found in the proper connective tissue, that is areolar, adipose, tendon, and ligament. In a liquid type of matrix, you will found in blood and lymph. So here fluid connective tissue, that means one information is that the matrix is fluid. Okay, second thing is that if it is a connective tissue, you must remember these are connecting the different part of the body. What you can say, what is blood and lymph, that means which part of the body will be connected. So beta, blood and lymph both are connecting each and every cell of the body. That means you can't imagine any internal part or any external part except your nails and hairs. Okay, except your nails and hair, you can't expect any part where you will make a cut and blood will not come. That means blood is present in almost all parts of our body except the nails and hair. Another thing is that in human being, bloods are present but in closed type of circulatory system. We studied circulatory system in which heart and different type of blood vessels are including. Different type of blood vessels, arteries, veins, and capillaries. So these 3 types of blood vessels along with the heart makes the blood circulatory system, and inside these all vessels blood is flowing. So of course blood is connecting each and every cell of the body. Lymph is also connecting each and every cell of the body. Now recall your information what you studied in the lower classes. Blood is providing oxygen. Oxygen is required by each and every cell of our body because each and every cell will do the process of respiration through mitochondria and they will release energy. Each and every activity requires energy. So energy is provided by respiration, and respiration requires oxygen, and then oxygen is provided by blood. Oxygen, although we are taking oxygen through our nose and lungs, Inside the lung, the oxygen is diffused into the blood and then blood carries oxygen to different parts of the body. Okay, one expectation is that it will help you to remember that why, how blood is connected each and every part of the body. Okay, second, let's focus on carbon dioxide. We know that while different kinds of metabolic processes like respiration also you can think, carbon dioxide is generated inside our body. Those carbon dioxide are actually not required by our body, although they are generated by metabolic processes. Then our body has to remove it out. For removing those carbon dioxide, blood is a medium. So secondly, for oxygen, for carbon dioxide, okay. For hormone, for enzyme, for digested food, for excretory material, for all transportation of these things, blood is required. Then what the lymph is doing? Lymph is actually a one-way circulatory system. You studied lymph circulatory system. What a lymph is doing, whenever blood capillaries are oozing out something or some larger chemical, larger molecules of the chemical, they are not absorbed by the cell. सोचिए ब्लड कैपिलरी से अगर कोई मॉलिक्यूल निकल चुका है और उसको सेल ने एब्जॉर्ब नहीं किया, then where it will stay? These all chemicals, these all larger molecules will stay in the tissue fluid. It is not absorbed by the cell, so it remains in the tissue fluid. Now from the tissue fluid, it will be captured by lymph and then it is again passed to the heart through subclavian vein. So what is the function of lymph? Is to collect the waste material or larger extra molecules from different tissue fluid and to again pass it to the blood circulatory system via subclavian vein. So lymph is also a fluid connecting all the tissue fluid present in our body. So first similarity between blood and lymph is both are fluid connective tissue and both are connecting each and every cell of the body. Cell, you can write tissues also. Both are involved in the transportation of substances. So let's focus. Just now I was dealing carbon dioxide, oxygen, hormone, enzyme, digested food material, excretory waste, all are transported by blood and extra molecules, larger molecules with waste materials will be transported by lymph. So it is the second similarity that both blood and lymph are involved in the transportation of substances. Third is they contain leukocyte. Okay, let's understand the term leukocyte. Generally, a non-biological word is there, that is WBC. WBC, the word made to understand the non-biology student. RBC, that is red blood cells or corpuscles. WBC, that is white blood cells or white blood corpuscles. Actually, the biological name of WBC is the leukocyte. There are 5 types of leukocyte: eosinophil, neutrophil, basophil. Okay, these 3: eosinophil, neutrophil, basophil, then monocytes and lymphocytes. 5 types of blood leukocytes are there. Out of those 5 types, only one type is present in lymph. Here you should differentiate. Lymph has only one type of WBC, one type of leukocyte, that is a lymphocyte. I told you the 5 names. The 5th one, that is lymphocyte, is present in lymph. But in blood, all 5 types are present. That means including lymphocyte also, the monocyte, the basophil, the eosinophil, the neutrophil, all are present. So we can give a similarity between blood and lymph, that both contain leukocyte. Whether you must remember here that blood has all 5 types and lymph has only one type. Only one type as main. That means other types, few other types may present, but mainly one type. So this is the third similarity. Although 5 type, 1 type present, but leukocytes are present now. Okay. The next, both maintain homeostasis. Now we have to discuss over the homeostasis. What is homeostasis? Homeostasis is actually a range of temperature, a range of enzymes, a range of hormones, a range of environmental factors where an animal can survive successfully. That is homeostasis. We are not surviving by a single factor. Temperature, an optimum temperature is required for our survival. Availability of oxygen is also required for our survival. The pressure is also required for our survival. So these all are combinedly called homeostasis. Inside our body, each and every organ can function properly. That means the homeostasis is maintained. If homeostasis will be disturbed, we will suffer. Like जब आप ठंडा गर्मी से आते हैं और ठंडा पानी पी लेते हैं तो निश्चित रूप से आपके बॉडी का टेम्परेचर बहुत जल्दी अनबैलेंस्ड हो जाता है. पूरी गर्मी में थे आप बाहर में तो पूरा गर्मी टेम्परेचर बढ़ा हुआ था, आपके बॉडी का रेस्पिरेशन रेट बढ़ा हुआ था, एंजाइम जो है सफरर था. तो ऐसी स्थिति में अचानक आपने ठंडा पानी पी लिया तो आपका होम्योस्टेसिस डिस्टर्ब हुआ और इसकी वजह से आपको प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, सर्दी हो सकती है, खांसी हो सकती है, दूसरे प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकते हैं. तो होम्योस्टेसिस को मेंटेन करना भी ब्लड और लिम्फ का काम है. ब्लड एक्चुअली व्हाट ब्लड इज डूइंग? ब्लड इज मेंटेनिंग द concentration of different types of metabolites in the body, different types of chemicals in the body, temperature of the body. That's why the homeostasis is done by blood as well as lymph. Both play important role in providing immunity. Immunity, you must remember that immunity is the internal defense mechanism by which we are protecting, our body is protecting itself from outer environment or outer pathogens which are actually not good for our body. We are protecting ourselves. So innate power, internal power for protection is immunity. You can understand in this way. So the leukocyte, you will say lymphocyte type of the leukocyte are actually two types. T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. T lymphocytes are of 4 types. Killer T cells, cytotoxic cells we can say, helper cells, other types are also there. So T lymphocytes are of 4 types, that is TC, cytotoxic cells, helper T cells, repressor TR we can say, or memory T cells TM we can say. So TC, TH, TR and TM are the 4 types of T lymphocyte cells. One more types of lymphocyte, that is B lymphocyte. You must remember that B lymphocyte cells are responsible for producing antibodies, and antibodies are produced as a response against any foreign particle taken by our body or infected from outside. So these two, both lymph is full of lymphocyte and blood has also lymphocyte. So both are providing the immunity to the body. So these are the similarities. Blood and lymph both are called connective tissue. Both have similarities, 5 I taught, and both have some dissimilarities also. What the dissimilarities are? First thing, path of the circulation. That means in our body, where blood is circulating and where lymph is circulating, you can say, let's differentiate. Path of the circulation of blood is blood circulatory system. Blood circulatory system. Whereas the circulation of lymph is lymph circulatory system. Second, specified cells. You know, blood has 3 formed elements. These are not formed by the blood cell itself, these are formed from the bone marrow of the blood, a bone marrow of the bone. So specified cells are erythrocytes, leukocytes. I told you 5 types of leukocyte. I am writing here the name. First is eosinophil, basophil, neutrophils, monocytes, and lymphocytes. These are the 5 types of leukocyte. Plus, here I am writing lymphocyte plus platelets or thrombocytes. So these all 5 types of leukocyte along with erythrocyte and thrombocytes are present in the blood. Here you are very much familiar with the word RBC. So erythrocyte is the biological term used for RBC. Thrombocyte is the biological term used for platelets, and leukocyte is the biological term used for WBC. You can see what the difference between blood and lymph is. In lymph, only lymphocytes are present. Only lymphocyte is present. Lymphocytes are present. Although the number is large of lymphocyte in the lymph. Now matrix. Here matrix is red colored, or you can say blood plasma. Here the lymph, here the plasma or the matrix is lymph plasma. Now next, viscosity and transparency. This is less viscous and red in color. That means you can say opaque. That means no transparency is present in the blood, and it has more viscosity, and it is yellow, little bit yellowish or straw colored, you can say. Straw color. And for the transparency, you can say it is transparent. So you can differentiate on the basis of viscosity. Less viscous is blood, more viscous is lymph. It is red and opaque, it is straw colored, and it is transparent. Now color, again I wrote there color. Hemoglobin, you remember why blood is red? Due to the presence of hemoglobin. Color is red due to hemoglobin present. Hemoglobin can be written as hemoglobin present. And here it is straw colored, hemoglobin absent. Now next, speed and direction of flow. What can you say? In blood circulatory system, one pump is there. That pump is heart. So heart gives a pressure in the flow of blood. So here the blood pressure is high and direction is bidirectional. That means, you remembered when you will study the blood circulatory system, you will understand that heart is sending the blood towards the different body parts and receiving the blood also from different body parts. So two ways here you can understand. One way is to go towards the body organs or body parts, and one the direction is to while bringing. So receiving and sending, that's why bidirectional. Here the speed is slow only. Why it is slow? Because there is no any pump like heart there, and it is unidirectional. Although I taught you that lymph vessels are submitting or depositing the extra waste materials along with the larger molecule in the subclavian vein, and then subclavian vein passes this all to the heart. So you can remember that heart is receiving only, not sending the lymphs. Now plasma proteins are three plasma proteins present in the blood, that is albumin, globulin and fibrinogen. Whereas no any such type of fibers are present, plasma proteins are present in lymph. So to understand blood and lymph, we have to discuss over these all points. Once again, just to recall all these things. Blood and lymph are similar because they both are fluid connective tissue. I told you both are fluid because their matrix are liquid in blood also, in lymph also. Connective tissues because they are connecting each and every cell and tissues of the body. Both are involved in the transportation of substances. You must remember that many substances that like O2, CO2, hormones, enzymes, etc., digested waste, excretory material, these all are transported by blood, and lymph also collect the extra waste materials from the tissue fluid or the larger molecule which is oozes out from the blood capillary but not received by the cells. Both contain leukocyte, both maintain homeostasis. In leukocyte, I taught that there are 5 types of leukocytes are present in blood, but only one type of leukocyte, that is lymphocyte, is present in lymph. Both maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis, that means balance in the temperature, balance in the concentration of different chemicals, balance in almost each and every coordination between each and every part is homeostasis. Both play important role in providing immunity. Lymphocyte, I told you 4 types of T lymphocytes and 1 type of B lymphocyte. B lymphocyte is responsible for producing antibody as a response against the pathogen or any infecting agent. Now the dissimilarities between blood and lymph. First dissimilarity is the path of circulation. Blood is circulating in blood circulatory system, lymph is circulating in lymph circulatory system. Is specified cells, there are 3 specified cells are there, that is RBC, WBC and platelet. Biologically erythrocyte, leukocyte and thrombocytes. Leukocytes are of 5 types, all 5 types are present in the blood, but in lymph only 1 type, that is lymphocyte, so it is the difference also. Matrix, blood plasma is the matrix of blood and lymph plasma is the matrix of lymph. Now viscosity, blood has less viscosity and lymph has more viscosity. Transparency, blood is opaque and lymph is transparent. Color, blood is red, lymph is straw colored. Hemoglobin, yes, hemoglobin is present in blood, hemoglobin is absent in lymph. Speed, the blood flow with higher speed than the speed of lymph. Now direction, blood flow in 2 directions, sending the blood towards the body part and receiving the blood, that means 2 directions. And the lymph, the direction is unidirection, that means only one way. The heart is receiving the lymph. Plasma protein, 3 types of plasma protein are present in blood and there is no such plasma protein present in lymph. So that's over. Thank you.